So, hi everyone. I am Nandan Goyal. So, starting initially with my background, because like everybody is kind of scared that with this profile, will I be able to make it to any kind of IIM? So, I did my graduation from Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, which is a college in Delhi University, and passed with a GPA of around 8.5. Then I earned a work experience of 10 months in Deisha, which is a US based hedge fund. So it was kind of a finance research role. I attempted the CAT 2019 paper also, but didn't get a college of my choice. So hence I uh, like went into my job and to get some work experience and enhance my profile. Then I attempted a CAT 2020 paper and was able to crack it with 99.95 percentile as well as an admit into IIM Calcutta. So the way I would like to proceed is to differentiate my journey in 2019 and 2020 because I think that would be a good way to summarize of how to improve and what not to do and what to do. So I'll just share my screen to show you some differences in my preparation in both the attempts between 2019 and 2020. What went wrong with 19 and what went good with 2020. So firstly, differentiating with my background in both the profiles. In 19, I was a fresher. In 2020, I had a work ex of 10 months. So that really made a difference between the kind of preparation I went through in both the years. Then in 2019, I was involved with Time Institute for my preparation, but in 2020, I was completely reliant on self-study. Uh, in 2019, I was surrounded by all kinds of people who kept instilling in me a thought that CAT 2020 CAT is difficult and can only be cracked by engineers. You have to get 99 percentile if you want to get into a good institute and things like that. And hence, I made a point in CAT 2020 that I'll not be scared with such thoughts. I'll make myself away from such negative people and only be around some positive vibes so that to keep my mental state alive. My first reason for success, I would like to say, is that CAT is all about 50% of prep and 50% of your mental state. If you only prep but are surrounded by negative thoughts, are surrounded by thoughts like I won't be able to crack it and things like that, you won't be able to make it. But throughout the prep, equally important is to maintain a calm state of mind and believe in yourself that you can come through CAT. So that is like the primary reason why I was able to secure such a percentile. Apart from that, people always think that some kind of coaching is necessary to prepare for an exam like CAT. But I would like to differ from that because I was completely dependent on self-study in the 2020 exam. And my strategy for the same was consistency. That is the single most factor which you need to depend upon in terms of your preparation. Right from when I started the preparation in July till the month of November, I was consistent throughout in my preparation and never missed a day or a weekend to study. My schedule went like 2 to 3 hours of daily study and preparing mocks during the weekends. So that really made me go on track for that and never like made me off track for the same. So I think that are like the two most important things if we consider preparing for an exam like CAT. Apart from that, I always had a view that if we are purchasing, let's say, a test series. So like I purchased a test series for the 2020 exam, and people usually defer the mock exams till the end, which is definitely not advisable because at the end you become complacent that so many tests are pending and I need to do so many things, so I'll not be able to make it. So that's how things would not work. You have to be consistent right from the beginning. Keep appearing for mock exams right from the start. Even if you haven't completed the syllabus, keep doing mocks right from the start. It will allow you to introspect of where you stand and allow you to prepare accordingly. If I go into section wise prep, So my major focus of prep was on quant. My self-study was only based on quant. So I kind of developed an expertise out of it. The only reason why I got 99.95 is because of quant, because I chose that section in which I'll develop my expertise and excel in that. So I got 99.94 in quant, and that helped me to achieve this percentile. For LR and VA, I prepared majorly through mocks and not through any kind of books, because I believed the pattern of CAT really differs from the material which is available in the market, and only mocks can replicate that kind of the difficulty level which is there. So mocks were really sacrosanct for me, and I never missed a mock which came through my test series. So being a mania, I never left anything which was pending in my test series. If you like, if I log in into my portal right now, I won't see any single test which has not been done by me. So I think that was another reason why I succeeded in CAT. So that were about my strategy. If I talk about the generic things which we can follow apart from the strategy, is that keep to yourself and do not surround yourself with people who will like instill in you some negative thoughts. So for example, in 2019, I was in college and I was a fresher. So there were 200 kids around me on a daily basis, and they kept talking about the difficulty level of CAT and how people do not get a college even after a 99.99, even after a 99 percentile. But in 2020, nobody knew that I was giving CAT, and hence I was away with all kinds of those thoughts. So I was really able to focus on my studies with a positive state of mind. Apart from that, I've already talked about consistency. So make up your mind to give CAT and to go for an MBA right from the start. It should not be like in the middle of your prep, you start wondering whether I should really go for it or not. That really hampers our state of mind as well as our preparation. Another point, I've already talked about the mock tests. That do not think that mock tests should be done after completing the syllabus. They are a part of our preparation right from the beginning. Then prepare a strategy for ourselves. My personal belief is that the preparation strategy is a subjective choice and cannot be dictated by anybody else. Like we can give you some generic talk like 50% prep, 50% state of mind, but how you actually study depends on your capability and your past experiences. Like I was very comfortable with VARC, so I did not feel like studying it from the books. Similar thing goes for LRDI. So the precise details of the preparation really depends on who you are as a person. Then like one important thing which I really believe is that one day prior to CAT, there should be no studies, because as I said, it's about the state of mind. So one day prior to CAT, I just partied with my friends to just like develop some positive thoughts and stay calm and not fret about the exam. And I think that is one major reason why I succeeded in the same. Going past the journey of the CAT exam, my interview prep, so it was also a combination of strategies across different areas. So you would like to prep on your ACADS, you would like to prep on the current affairs, and you would like to prepare on yourself, that is the personal level questions. So prepare your intro, a good intriguing intro which excites the other person to ask you questions, and that is he becomes excited by your personality and is able to ask some follow-up questions regarding that. You should know each and everything which you're saying in your intro. For example, if I mention that I am from Delhi, then they can ask anything about Delhi from me. That when was it named as Delhi? What was the old name of Delhi? Who ruled Delhi? And things like that. So that is how precise our preparation for the interview should be. Apart from that, talking about ACADS, choose 3 to 4 subjects which you are most comfortable with from your undergrad and prepare them quite well, because those interviews are really smart and hence they can ask you anything about your UG subjects. Apart from that, I talked about the current affairs. So make a comprehensive list of what all current affairs are relevant in that particular period and research about those topics. Make a one pager of every topic, and then you'll be able to say a few words about those topics in the interview. So that's how my preparation went. And that is why I was able to clear IIM Calcutta. Then coming on to why IIM Calcutta among all the B schools, although it's a long journey till choosing a B school, but covering it in short, IIM Calcutta is firstly considered as a finance campus among all the IIMs. And my undergraduation being in finance, I was tilted towards that institute right from the beginning. For example, it's the only campus which has Bloomberg terminals with it among all the IIMs. So that's one factor. Another factor is the SEMS program. So IIM Calcutta offers this program, and it's the only institute which offers this, which allows you to gain an MIM degree in the 5th term. So you are able to go on a student exchange to institutes like HEC, to LSE, and gain an IIM degree out of it. Apart from that, IIM Calcutta is the oldest B school, and the value of the alumni network is unknown to no one. So it really gives you access to that network throughout your life. So it becomes a really good experience, and it helps you to enhance your career in many ways. So yeah, that's about my journey till now. And if you have any questions, I'm open to that. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, sir, Anantapur.
Hmm.
Actually, now I want to start preparation for CAT examination, sir.
Okay.
Can you tell any strategies regarding, means I don't have minimum knowledge about CAT examination, sir. I just decided 2 days before, after doing so much of research on it.
Okay.
Actually, before I want to go through Masters in Science, sir. Actually, I'm a BSc student. Now I decided to go through the MBA.
Okay.
Can you give me any strategies or study like this? Because I don't have any idea on this examination.
Okay. So firstly, about the CAT exam, it has basically 3 sections. The quant section, which has generic math questions. The second one is the logical reasoning part, where there are some questions regarding data interpretation and some regarding some questions which requires your logical thinking to work. And the third one is VARC, which would include some reading comprehensions and some grammatical questions, basically English based. So those are the 3 sections. Now, how to go about the preparation? Firstly, decide in what all areas are you comfortable with already, because we have been doing VARC since our school. We have been doing unseen passages and all, but we haven't been doing things like quant and LR. So go through some of the mocks which are offered by various different institutes. There are plenty of free mocks also available online. And based on their result, guess what all areas you need to work upon. If you haven't given any entrance in your UG, I would recommend that you either take a coaching or borrow some material from your friends who are taking a coaching. And based on that material, you can prepare for the exam. The material usually has all the formulas and all the content which you need to know about. And if you're like preparing only from the material, do purchase a test series, which usually costs around 3,000 to 4,000 from any institute. That really keeps you on track and gives you an idea about how the actual CAT exam will be. So that would be your initial strategy about going through CAT. And as you like move along with the journey, make sure that you are consistent. Make sure that you are strong enough in your thinking that you have to give CAT and you have to do an MBA. And apart from that, just maintain a positive state of mind.